Oh man, buckle up, y'all, because we're gonna have some of the funniest moments in these wiretaps. We need to acknowledge what a master manipulator Katie is. Not only her, Donna as well. Katie did such a good job two-facing it to Charlie. Donna did such a good job when she was trying to convince the undercover agent that she had nothing to do with this. And Sigfredo Garcia too. Oh my gosh, they're meant for each other. Him and Katie lying to each other like that was so fun. It was like a chain reaction of lies, and then Charlie was just getting fed so much lies that he was just giving false information to Donna. It's funny to see how tense Donna was. You know, this was so stressful for her that she had diarrhea. Harvey couldn't sleep. Charlie, you know, Charlie just acting like Charlie, like acting like he knows everything, acting like he's like a mobster. He can take care of everyone. But oh man, what a day today was in the courtroom. A lot of digital evidence, a lot of evidence implicating Donna. Wendy, not so much today. You know, Wendy was the focus a different day. And then we get to hear a little bit more about Harvey. But what's interesting to me is to see how so many people were lying to each other, and then the whole thing just gets all fucked up, and oh my goodness. All right, y'all, you just have to watch it. You just have to watch it. If you guys haven't seen the entire coverage of this case, I do have recaps on my channel. So we've done recaps for day 1 with opening statements, day 2 that's been broken up between Wendy's testimony, her brother's testimony, and some other testimonies on there. We have day 4 with day 4, no, today's day 5, right? Today's day 5. We have day 3, day 4. So if you guys are not completely caught up with the case, go watch the recap. You know, if you're new here and you're like, oh, hey, what is this case that you're covering? Oh shit, I'm not caught up. You're already on day 5. Don't worry. Go to the YouTube channel. I've covered on there. There's recaps on there, and they're not like super long or anything like that, except for the one yesterday. Yesterday was a lot. I wanted to include portions of where they were doing the audio calls. So you can skip around for that one if you don't watch the whole thing.
Back here, the one that was previously in the name of Harvey Adelson, but transferred over to Magdalene.
So remember, Katie was paid in lump sum cash. She split it with the hitman. Now, not super equally, but I think she got probably like around like 20 to 30 grand, somewhere around that ballpark. And then she was getting $2,000 a month from the Adelson Institute. She was getting like $400 checks weekly. Not only that, but Charlie was also helping out with money stuff, you know. Charlie gave her Harvey's old Lexus and a boob job, or a half a boob job. We don't know. A full boob job, a side boob job. We don't know what kind of boob job she got. So this is the vehicle that she got from Harvey. We left off with last video with the bump happening. Essentially, an undercover agent goes up to Donna in 2016, 2 years after Dan Markel was murdered, because at this point, Charlie's phone and Katie's phone was being wiretapped. They want to generate a conversation between everyone that they think it's involved. And here's what happened. Charlie goes to meet up with Katie to discuss this. However, it's in a very public area. Charlie talks really loud, so you can pretty much hear what he's saying. Katie, however, it's a little bit tough, but oh boy, Charlie's a hot mess. Just y'all know, this is the glimpse of the audio, because I'm going to read it to you guys. This is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like, all right? All right, let's put on my best singing voice for y'all. Charlie, if they had any evidence, we've already gone to the airport. The problem is, even if they bug this, even if they bug your home phone, nobody's going to. Unintelligible. Katie, unintelligible. Charles, even if they unintelligible. Even if they bug your phone, unintelligible. Even if they bug your phone, unintelligible. You're still not talking about any of this. So my point is, how do you get people to talk? You throw smoke grenades, and then you get all the cockroaches to run out. There's smoke in the house. There's smoke in the house. And everyone's running and everyone's talking, and you make a smoke grenade. My mom hasn't told my dad anything. I wonder if it's in context of my mom hasn't told my dad that someone came up to me and tried to blackmail me, or my mom hasn't told my dad that we tried to kill Dan Markel. I still think that Harvey knew. I still think Harvey knew, and I think that Harvey was just letting his family do their thing. He wasn't going to butt in. They may approach my mom because my dad may be someone who is carrying a gun. So you never know. You never know. You don't want to turn into a fucking shootout. What now? Why would it turn into a fucking shootout? I think Charlie watches way too many fucking movies, man. Way too many fucking gangster movies, but he's not absorbing the knowledge from it, because this is just so bad. It's just like a bad copy paste of this. If someone comes up to me, they better be ready to shoot, because I'm going to shoot him. Somebody comes up to me asking for money in my house. Katie, unintelligible. Charlie, yeah, and guess what? When the fucking police show up, there's a doctor, there's an oral surgeon standing there with a dead gang member in his fucking driveway. They're not going to come down too hard on me, and I'm not going to talk anyway. I don't know. I don't trust them. Yeah, and that's Charlie thinking that his wealth, his power, you know, his standing in the community as a wealthy dental dude, periodontist, you know, he's going to be like, they're going to believe me. Look at me. Why would they believe a dead gang member? Why would they believe gang members, I guess? Listen, if a badge comes up to you, tell them, have a nice day, officer. Listen, if they want to charge me with something, charge me. If not, I don't talk to cops. Sorry. Katie. Yeah, no, perfect. Charlie. No, it's very simple. It's like, Katie, yeah, unintelligible. That shit, unintelligible. Charlie, if you're gonna charge me, charge me. Katie, yeah. Charlie watches a lot of movies, and from what he's learned from these movies, I think he's trying to apply it to his scenario right now, and that's why he's really cocky and arrogant about this. You know, he's trying to be like the maestro. That's literally his license plate. He thinks he's a know-it-all, and he's just there to preach to everyone. And I go, yeah, Katie was in my car. She got out and she did this horrible crime. Okay, so then they come to get the DNA in the car, and you go, oh, Katie was in the car. No, Katie sat in the car for 2 minutes, and they got in the AC. What the fuck is he talking about? And then they got out of the car. Katie has nothing to do with me robbing the Burger King. Oh man, does he have an affinity for Burger King just like Lori Vallow? Let me tell you guys, okay? For those of you guys who are not Americans, Burger King sucks in America. Burger King used to be solid, used to be delicious. Although people do like Burger King burgers, but Burger King as a whole, garbage, okay? Their nuggets are garbage. Their chicken fries, I don't think I ever had their chicken fries before, but their nuggets are garbage. Their French fries used to be delicious. It's garbage now. But I guess if they're called Burger King, at least make your burgers good, right? But yeah, and I think, do they even have Coke? I think they carry Pepsi. So even if I can prove that, yeah, Katie was with me, can you put Katie at the Burger King? I can put Katie. I can say that she was sat in the car. Yeah. What you need to do is get that little bit of evidence from you having been in the car, and when they bring you into interrogation, they're like, listen, we know that you're in that fucking car, and you were in the car such and such day. We know we've got your DNA. Any of your DNA, your fingerprints, your fucking hair is all over the fucking car. That proves, yeah, congratulations. You were in the car. It's not a crime to sit in the car, okay? You know what I mean? My mom could have sat in the car too. It's not a crime. They have to prove, they have to put you at the scene at that date. I would say Charlie does slip here because he kind of does mention that these hitmen were getting paid and that the money was being shared with Katie. When everyone was there the next day, did any of you take any money? It's not like you're driving around in a Bentley, cruising around in a mega yacht. Yeah, dumbass, because you didn't pay them that much money. You gave them $100K split by 3, which I'm so surprised that they would even accept, because 30 grand, like 30 grand is a lot, but it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a lot in terms of life-changing. If you're gonna murder someone, I guess make it so life-changing so you can get the hell out of Dodge and go relocate in Costa Rica or something like that. But man, they bought, one of the dudes within 3 months after the murder bought 3 cars. Not like, you know, Bentleys, not like BMWs, but he still purchased 3 cars. And, you know, when you look at the bank account before, the guy was not making, he was not making like significant money that was consistent. Okay. And then the other dude, yeah, he had a consistent job. He was getting like $500 a week from like Coastal Masonry, they said. However, he had like, it was like 21 overdraft fees. Okay, whenever he get money into his account, he would spend, and then overspend. You have a car and you can link this person to renting that car that's used at the scene of the crime. Yeah, Charlie. Okay, but you know what? You also have to prove that they were also driving that way too. Yeah, cell phone. They didn't rent it and then lent it to a friend. What if you rented a car? Well, here's the thing. Garcia went to an ATM machine. Well, Garcia and Rivera went to an ATM machine after the murder, and voila. ATMs, you know, surprise, surprise, banks have cameras. They're in the car and you see the 2 of them. But these men were not operating in incognito mode, all right? Just because they were following Dan Markel and they decided to turn off the phone when they went to go murder him. Hello, there's still digital trail of them going from South Beach or South Florida to Tallahassee, and then them trailing him from the daycare to the gym. It's like, oh gosh, it's just half-assed thinking. Your connection to my family is not my mom. Like, yeah, you work for the office now because the checks are from there, and that's just because you come in and work on the weekends, which I trust that you're doing because I'm never there when I see you. So again, he's saying so many things that are pretty incriminating, but at the same time, he's trying to buffer himself by adding these lies in there. Like, yeah, like you're working on the weekends, right? Yeah, I'm just making sure you're working on the weekends. Like, yeah, because you totally do work on the weekends. I'll include this next part for your guys' entertainment. If you want to arrest me, fucking arrest me. I'm not going to sit here and show you the photos of all my dick... What? Of all the dick pictures I took of myself. Oh, Katie, unintelligible. Charlie, like, I mean, why can't you have my phone? Because I got a ton of nude photos of myself on the phone. I believe that. You're not looking at dick pictures of myself all day, too. So why don't you come back with a warrant so you can look at all... So you can look at all much the dick pictures you want of me. I'm serious. I don't want them laughing at my pee-pee. after Katie sits there listening to Charlie yap, he's going to finally give her some instructions on what he wants her to do. Listen. This is what I'm saying. I give you the money. You talk to him on the phone. Say that I got a call from some friends of mine who say that you reach out to them and that you mentioned my name. And remember, unintelligible. Protect your name recently. So what you're going to say is, I got a call from friends of mine who said that you reach out and that you had mentioned my name. These people want to go to the police because they had nothing to do. They had nothing to do with what you're talking about. Okay. And frankly, I don't know what you're talking about, but the name sounds familiar of who's incarcerated. So I'm going to give you something as charity to help the less fortunate. But do not contact these people again or they're going to call the police. And let them know that you had to do everything in the world to prevent these people from going to the police because they don't know anything and I don't know anything. And the name sounds a little familiar, and then I'm going to help you out with some charity. And don't contact me again, my friends or my family again, or we'll go to the police. That way, he gets his money. This is a charity to help someone out, less fortunate. You believe in karma, and that's the only reason why it's being done. Oh, and then Charlie starts talking real big here, puffing his chest and everything. You fuck with the king himself, you better kill him because he's going to be a big problem. And he knows who you are. If you can't do it, he'll have someone else do it. I'm so lost at this point. And so help me God, they fuck with my family. Okay, so I guess Charlie's calling himself the king. You fuck with Charlie, you better kill him because he's a king, I guess. Okay, breather. And so help me God, if they fuck with my family, it's gonna be like some fucking that Nazi shit because this will be done. You know what I'm saying, Katie? I don't care what I spent, okay? I swear to God, Katie, the person doesn't know. He didn't want to. He didn't want to scare her. But just his presence, you have to understand his presence. My mom had diarrhea all night. Poor Donna. She hasn't been eating and she's been up since 2 a.m. in the morning with diarrhea. Like, how do you think that feels when my mom's 65 years old and since 2 in the morning with fucking diarrhea? And what does Charlie do? Charlie reports back to Donna and said, oh, I just had coffee with a friend and that it's either going to go one or two ways. And he tells them that you have absolutely nothing to worry about. There's nothing that these people can gain from anything. And also, it could be easily traced. If you get caught for extortion, you're going to get like 10 years. Then we listen to the phone calls between Katie and her baby daddy, Sigfredo, a.k.a. the hitman. Dude, that is some drama over here.
Did the surveillance that was being conducted around this time shed any light on the relationship between Catherine Magbano and Sigfredo Garcia at this time?
Yes, at this time they were actually back together and they were living together in a house with their children, or condo.
Is the word extortion used in this recording?
No.
Okay, what about blackmail?
Yes.
No, but you're gonna tell me I'm gonna make a phone call.
I'm not making that fucking phone call.
Ooh, that's what they're fighting about. Okay, so they've already had a conversation about what happened to the Adelsons. She's telling Garcia to make the phone call to see what's up with this and to not blackmail, I guess, the Adelsons. They don't know anything. So Katie's like, you're fucking me over. You're going to tell me I'm going to make the phone call. Are you? Garcia says, I'm not making that fucking phone call. Yeah, he's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not taking care of this. And she's like, I guess, because he doesn't want to do this, she feels like he's not taking care of her.
That's like $65.70.
I'm trying to get the trade credit.
Is this supposed to be code talk? I'm a little confused. Something about him having to pay for Ethan's clothes. Maybe that's a name for a child. That the balance is $65.70 or some shit like that.
The amount that I gave you on a piece of paper.
She said she wrote an amount on a piece of paper because he's a little confused. She's like, I don't know if it's 60.57 or 65.70. He's like, okay. I don't know. Maybe it's a code word.
$60.57 or $65.70.
All right, so $65.70. Is that a reference to the phone number on the piece of paper that was handed to Donna Adelson?
It is.
Oh, come on. Y'all. Dude, $65.70 is the last 4 digits. Oh my goodness. Guys, come on. Come on, y'all ain't slick.
The undercover's last 4 digits is 6570 on his cell phone.
And that number was handed on a piece of paper to the defendant.
Correct.
And that number was given on the Dolce Vita recording from Charlie to Katie.
Correct.
Okay, and now Katie to Garcia.
That's correct.
Katie says, yeah, but I was just telling you before because I don't think that's like a good idea regardless. It wouldn't be a good investment. Charlie says, oh, I see what you're saying. She's like, yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Because I was seeing different properties and then I was asking what happened. I was like, oh, this is going to be a good investment. And he says, no, that's so stupid. It's not that good.
So this is where she's really trying to talk in code words. I think this is a lot better code words than the other shit that she was doing and the other people. So she's essentially using real estate as the code word. That's what I'm assuming. That's why it's highlighted. She says, because like I was looking into some properties and then like I was asking him, I was like, oh, do you think it would be a good investment? And he's like, no, that's like really stupid. You should really use your head. And I'm like, okay, thanks for the advice.
Alright, I got what you're saying.
So he is going to look into a couple of things, a couple of properties regarding that and find out what's going on. And
Yeah.
She says that, but yeah, he's gonna look into a couple things, a couple different properties regarding that and find out what's going on. So I guess referencing Sigfredo, it's going to figure out what's going on with this shit.
And it's just like, you know, some people buy it, some people don't.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, you put a lot of fish in there and the sea would bite it. So fishing.
I don't know. She's talking about how if you post the posting incorrectly, some people bite, some people don't. And she's like, yeah, it's like throwing a fish out there and let's see who's bite. It's like fishing. And he's like, yeah, you throw a chum out there, you know, they're all going to come out.
Yeah.
She says, but for the pricing, it's like, it was absurd. So if it's like, you know, it's unaffordable. He says, way too high for pricing, right? Dude, it was $5,000.
You throw the chunks out, and they're all going to come out.
I kind of think that.
Yeah, you know, they're going to throw it in. There's a case on that.
Hey, Nicole.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to get something, like they would afford it, to be able to afford it, you know?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Danny can ask me a question. Danny, come on. Sorry about this. It was a recording call. What's up? Correct. We're taking it. Right.
Charlie's doing some side conversation right now. With a guy named Danny. Kind of funny.
Yeah, I think I need 5 for that.
He's ordering something. He wants 5 of those. He wants 4 of those, 7 of those. I don't know. It's just on the side. Something about pressure cleaning, getting the dirt off. Something about paint. Katie says, I want food. Charlie's like talking stuff on the side. Something about the money. Payment, I guess.
But yeah, it's just crazy. That's so nice in your real estate now.
Yeah, no.
It's just so crazy. That
Like, it's giving me a lot more knowledge about
He
it.
says, it's so nice that you're in real estate now. She's like, yeah, I know. He's like, it's just so crazy. She's like, it's giving me a lot more knowledge about everything. So Charlie's like, yeah, real estate's a great profession. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things that the sky's the limit. You get in with the right people, you start getting with the right stuff, you do extremely well.
So, like, if somebody was to offer this amount of money, like, you know, I started looking at the listings, I started looking at, like, possible scenarios or locations.
So she says, like, okay, so like if somebody wants to offer this amount of money, like, you know, I start looking at the listing, I start looking at like possible scenarios or locations somebody could be at. And then, you know, hopefully I have a lead. Adelson says, was she still in shock that the listing came up? Katie, of course, especially for that amount. Charlie, well, it's that amount and that location.
Somebody could be at, and then, you know, hopefully I have a lead.
Was someone shocked that that listing came up?
Of course, especially for that amount.
Well, it's that amount and that location.
And it's like, it's like,
Oh boy.
It's not an amount that like somebody would just put out, like, you know? Like, even like $1 million houses over there.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been more. So,
Yeah.
I just don't want any false, like, you know, so it'll waste my time.
Do you think Wendy will be arrested? If you were to ask me before this trial happened, I would have said, oh, I don't think they have enough on Wendy. I don't think so. I don't think they can really tie her. However, day 5 of Donna Adelson's trial, I'm starting to see what the state has on her. And it's really building that Wendy had knowledge and that Wendy was trying to figure out Dan Markel's schedule. Wendy was possibly trying to set up Jeff. Lots of weird shit with Wendy. I think they would be looking at her next. Now, of course, Wendy can't really go into hiding, though, because she has 2 boys that are still in school, 2 teenage boys.
But you don't think alarm bells went off everywhere?
She says, I just don't want any false, like, you know, leads, so it'll waste my time. Adelson says, but you don't think the alarm bells went off everywhere?
Not that I know of, because it's like if the person was very interested about it and knew like a lot about the property,
Right.
it would have been a totally different story. It would have been a done deal and like things would have been signed and, you know, it would have been over with.
She says, but there's like, it seems to be like 1 or 2 scenarios, which that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Since I'm still new, I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. Charlie says, but the thing is that property came with a full listing. Like it came with Katie. Yeah. With all the information of who you're gonna. Charlie says, with all the information, Katie, you get all that stuff, but nonetheless, you get all the information, the demographics, everything. Look at how non-specific of a conversation they were having. It's so fucking vague and so shady. Even if they're talking about a property, it's so vague. They're not talking about the price. They're not talking about square footage. They're not talking about a location. It's just all vague. Oh shit. What do you think, Skippy? Do you think Wendy might be next? Katie, then again, you have a listing everywhere. Everything's accessible. Adelson, yeah, I mean, you can, but it's just, what's crazy is, I mean, it came with everything but the picture.
Yeah.
Just for everything.
Yeah, no, it was perfect.
She said it's stupid.
Anyway,
So let me find out first, regarding the property, and then we'll go from there.
to be very honest with you, I'm not very interested in buying property. I think you buy a property like that, this is the thing. You buy a property like that duplex that you're talking about, it just becomes a headache for life. Because
Yeah, but then it's
doesn't
like,
stop.
because you don't want to get stuck either in a situation.
So Charlie says he's not interested in buying a property like that. It's like the duplex that you're talking about. It becomes a headache for life. So that could be, if he pays these blackmailers, well, you're stuck with them for life because they're going to expect more money from you.
Situation where it's like, it's a false advertisement.
Oh yeah.
And
It can be listen, do one of two things. This is what happens when stuff doesn't hit the NLS courts. Okay, it's called like a pocket listing, meaning that someone's able to list the real estate beforehand. But what ends up happening is that, okay, say you get that property, great deal and everything. It becomes, you get the wrong people.
So Charlie says, but what ends up happening is like, okay, you get that property, it's a great deal and everything. It becomes you get the wrong people in there. It becomes a problem for life. I've had this with other properties.
There, it becomes a problem for life. I've had this with other properties. It becomes a lot of excuses, and then they move in, and then next thing you know,
it's a big headache. Then
Yeah,
every time somebody's going to keep increasing the amount.
And then she says that every single time someone's going to keep increasing that amount, the blackmail amount. They will never, it'll be like a leech that never leaves you. That's what Charlie says.
Actually, that's not the case. That's why I need to get everything clarified first.
So the undercover agent is going to put on more pressure onto Donna.
Says, my phone is not ringing, so you don't care about Tato and what he did for you. He knows he is fucked, and soon so will you.
It seems like at this point, Katie hasn't gotten Garcia to call that phone number that was left with Donna Adelson. And now Charlie and Donna are going to get together and talk again over the phone about this bump letter. Charlie's feeling pretty good. And I guess maybe Donna is as well.
And does Garcia reply?
He does reply about 5 minutes later.
And what is his reply?
He said he was whatever. Whatever is going on with you and your homie is your business. You guys work that shit out. Don't text me.
Charlie says, do you feel better after what I told you last night? She says, significantly. You know what it sounds like? A girl. And Adelson, Donna Adelson's like, yeah, because that's girls. Charlie says, you don't care. She's like, yeah. He's like, that's exactly how they sound. You don't care.
Yeah, that's exactly how they sound. You don't care. Well, I've never met a person, so I don't care about people I've never met. You know, if you look back and note from a girl or a girl saying to you, you don't care. That's the first thing they say. And the first thing they say, you don't care. Well, guess what? I don't care about anyone I've never met.
Donna follows up with Charlie and asks him if did you check the phone number that I gave you last night? At this point, I think Harvey finds out, and Harvey's like really stressed. Donna talks about how Harvey couldn't sleep until 5:30 a.m. He had to wake up at 6:30 to do a root canal, couldn't go or something like that. Charlie's trying to allay his mom's stress by saying like, oh, you guys, you need to stop getting all stressed out. You guys didn't do anything wrong. Harvey's not feeling well. He didn't go to bed until 5:30 a.m. in the morning.
Hang on a second.
He got up at 6:30. He said something about how he can't. He's not feeling well. I wonder if he can't sleep because of all the stress that's building up about this whole thing. So it seems like Katie constructs this lie about calling the number when her or Garcia didn't. And she lies to Charlie and then starts this whole panic about like, oh, what's the phone number?
And I'm calling both numbers, so nobody's picking up, so I need to figure out because I can set up, with
I think this is a lie that Katie tells. I think they lied to Charlie saying that they did call that number and it didn't work, or Garcia was the one that told Katie that. I forgot. Somebody lied along the chain and said they called the number, but it didn't work.
the property.
Well, it sounds like a really good client if they're going to rent the place. I actually have the number at home.
Charlie calls mommy. Charlie says, because somebody just called me asking for it because they thought they remembered, but evidently they remembered it wrong.
I think I remember one of the reasons that I had to call you. One of the properties.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Katie calls Garcia, the baby daddy / hitman, was like, hey, remember the listing I had to tell you about for one of the properties? He's like, yeah. And she's like, what was, I don't know, just in case you call, because I have to set it up with. Oh, gosh. I think they're trying to figure out the phone number. All right, here's the phone number, 305-712-6570. Dude, 305-712-6570. So them saying that the kids' clothes fee or something like the kids' clothing was $65.70. It's like, fuck it. Let's just say the fucking phone number at this point. Oh my goodness. And here's the thing, when you're talking in code, sometimes you can tell if someone is genuinely speaking in code or if they're genuinely saying what they mean. For example, Charlie brings this up.
The phone says she's in the bathroom. And I thought that was like some kind of code for something or other.
Oh, Jesus. So Charlie calls, her secretary picks up, and Charlie thought that when the secretary picked up and said she's in the bathroom, Charlie thought it was a code word for something. Charlie says, she's in the bathroom. And I'm like, does she float or is she in the bathroom? And I'm like, my head's spinning. I'm like, what is she trying to tell me? I'm thinking like, oh, dude. So Charlie's like, hey, we've been speaking in code word this entire time. And when I thought you were talking about she's in the bathroom, I thought that was code word for something because we've been speaking in code word the entire time. Oh, God, Charlie. Charlie!
I was like, ask her, has she flushed? Or is she still floating? I want it flushed.
You guys look at the whole bathroom, please.
I want it flushed.
Yeah, she wasn't flushed. Okay.
So I'm fucking
He says, I want it. He's like, what is she trying to tell me? I want it flush. I want it flush. I want it to go away.
Yeah.
So I guess Charlie's in a good mood, asking if she's going to go to the Keys, I guess the Florida Keys this weekend. He tells her, hey, I got something for you in my garage. I'll give you the code. He was going to leave a gift card with a tree. He says it's a gift card that she can use for any hotel.
fat puppy joint and have a cocktail. Call it a day. Go wake up.
He's basically saying that they need a vacation. Here, go on vacation, leave the kids at home, smoke a big fat joint, have a cocktail, call it a day. I don't know. Are they celebrating already? So everyone thinks that everything's good because Katie Garcia tried calling the number many times. The number never answers, which is, by the way, a lie because law enforcement said they never got a call. If they got a call, they would have picked up. Charlie tells Donna this, and everything's good, everything's taken care of. And Donna's like, oh, okay, we're good here. Charlie says, is he still upset about everything or ... Donna says he's not having the best day. Charlie says, did something else happen? Donna says, no. So, just understand maybe another time, just not right now. So it seems like Harvey is not having a great time with all of this.
Are you still upset about everything, or?
He's not having the best day.
Charlie says everything else is being taken care of. She said it's great. Charlie says, just so you know, they actually called the person and nobody picked up. Oh, this is the lie. Donna says maybe they were just throwaway phones. Who knows? Charlie says, well, it doesn't matter. I mean, a throwaway phone is nothing as far as a voicemail, but no one picked up. They tried a couple of times. I wouldn't worry. Let me tell you something. I would not worry at all.
So here he's saying she called the number. She being Catherine Magbanua. Did Magbanua call the number?
Nope.
No, she didn't.
And they're saying, well, the number was called, but nobody picked up. Would the FBI have seen if that was the case?
We would have.
And that didn't happen.
It did not happen.
So Garcia said he called the number. Katie's saying she called the number. Charlie's telling Donna that Katie called the number, but nobody called the number.
That's correct.
They lied to the
next day,
Adelsons.
April 28th, 2016. Do we attempt another bump?
We do.
And what is this one?
We had the undercover call the Adelson Institute and asked for Mrs. Donna Adelson.
Erica called me this morning because Dad was on the road to the office. So Erica called me and she said, I wouldn't normally bother you with this. She says, I don't know if it's a sales call or what, but somebody called me this morning and he said his name was Sammy. He gave you some very important papers last week and he hasn't heard from you. He wants you to call him back and here's the number. So, oh, fuck. Donna's definitely getting diarrhea again.
712 6570.
65, 70.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, It's showing, the odd thing is that 712-6570. Yeah, that's the same number, and it was called, and no one picked up.
Maybe I'll pick up now.
Okay, so someone called today?
You call the office and Erica
Charlie was telling Katie that Donna had diarrhea because she was like stressed out about this.
called me. She said, I look at my father and this copy of Dale's called.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you something. I'm looking into it right now.
Yeah, I think it should work. I just wanted to verify the
I
number.
know, and that's the odd thing is you think the number will be picked up. I mean,
We'll pick it up.
Because Katie was like, oh my God, I called the number and they didn't pick up. Like, oh my God, are you sure it's the right number? I called them so many times. Nothing happened. And then Charlie goes to Donna, don't worry, Mom, it's taken care of. They called the number. No one picked up. We're done. And then he gives Katie a gift card, a bonsai tree. Oh my God. I think Charlie's like, fuck, man. I think she duped me. So Charlie says, let me call somebody.
Okay.
and I'll tell you why, especially.
He's going to be like, yo, Katie, what the
And
fuck?
at the conclusion of this call, does Charlie Adelson attempt to call Catherine Magdanoa?
He does.
What happens?
He goes to her voicemail.
Katie knows. Katie's like, fuck, Charlie's calling me. He must know that I lied. So Erica said a guy by the name of Sammy called the office this morning. I left some paperwork with Donna Adelson last week. He left a number on there and he needs to call me at this number. Katie, no, somebody's like fucking pulling your bones and shit. Charlie, well, this is the third. Katie, call the number. Call the number because I'm about to call on my fucking phone. Liar. Liar, liar, liar. Charlie, I mean, it's someone who wants to be called back. Let's put it that way. Do you still have the number? Katie, yeah, well, obviously that number, nobody's picking up. Liar. Katie says, well, I don't know what to tell you because I called the number myself. Charlie, well, okay, let's call the number again and find out what the fuck is going on. Katie says, and nobody picks up. I even tried another number and left a message. Charlie, well, okay, well, I would. Katie, I'm trying to get whoever's starting your family and helping you guys out and trying to help you guys out. But it's like, if they don't pick up, like, what the fuck? Dude, they completely just dropped the real estate talk. Dude, this is so funny.
Helping you guys out and trying to help you guys out, but it's like if they don't pick up, like what the fuck?
I
It's like it's a
understand.
fucking joke.
I understand that they fucking called this morning and they're waiting for the phone call. 305, 6570. You have the number.
Exactly. That number is obviously it's like a non-working number.
Okay, can you find out?
Yo, Katie's a better actress than Wendy. Okay? Katie is way better than Wendy. Look at her pretending like she doesn't know what the fuck is going on. Girl, you know what you didn't do.
No, I'm not sure my fucking cell phone because it's fucking bullshit and fucking somebody trying to fucking piss like some bullshit. Like it's getting aggravating.
Yeah, it is. All I'm saying is find out who the fuck it is and tell the top line it is. I don't know who you have to talk to, but they need to be nipping the bud.
No, but I'm gonna handle this shit myself, bro. This is some fucking bullshit. I'm gonna handle it my motherfucking self. Well, straight my fucking number. They fucking if everyone wants to call back and they go, is it the right number? Okay, I have your fucking whatever fucking shit taken care of. Okay, because this is fucking bullshit.
Find out.
That's correct, bro. I don't want to go to that fucking FBI. I'm fucking getting irate with this shit already.
Go to the FBI. Do it.
It's either the FBI fucking playing or fucking whatever it is,
No.
and I'm fucking getting pissed.
Alright, we'll find out. All I'm
And
saying
then
is,
you give a wrong phone number. You're
okay,
an idiot. You gave a fucking wrong number. Get the fucking number and fucking call because I'm gonna call them.
okay,
And fucking like, I ain't even fucking give a shit about all these fucking bullshit, whatever shit anymore.
okay.
I'm pissed the fuck off. Like, I'm gonna fucking go to the hospital now.
Okay, well, either you go to the cops or we go to the cops. We'll find out.
Both gonna fucking go to the hospital. This is fucking bullshit.
We'll find out who the fuck this is. Because this person evidently knows you and knows your family. They know me, they know my
And
family. So,
you don't think that I fucking scared the shit out of me? Like somebody fucking saying my name out loud,
well,
whatever.
if someone's messing with you, they're messing with me. If someone's messing with me, they're messing with you. It's the game of
Exactly.
thing. So what I'm saying is, find out who the fuck
That number
is
doesn't
it.
fucking work. If you can get a hold of people, different offices, call them on the fucking number. See if that fucking number works. Bottom line. Just, I tried myself and that shit does not work.
Please, call them, find out who the fuck it is now. Trust me on this.
And oh man, she's a fucking boss. But let me tell you this. Charlie goes back, calls down and was like, hey, was there a caller ID at the office? And she's like, no, we had a caller ID machine. It sucks. We threw it out. Charlie goes back and calls Katie. However, Katie's not going to pull this bullshit anymore. And Katie's like, you know what? You call him, Charlie. You call him. That's what Charlie does. Charlie's like a little bitch. I love it.
And Charlie was supposed to go back to Donna to find out if the number was on the device at the office.
Correct, if the caller ID showed up and what it read.
Okay, if that number was a non-working number, I'm gonna have someone try and call it again and find out maybe it's working now, okay?
call the fucking number that I gave the other day. I know it was not working the other day when you called. Call it again.
It is very important that that don't be a working number, okay?
Exactly. So call it again.
If somebody give you a fucking wrong number, because it's like you have an email fucking number. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not fucking out there, I'm standing outside the fucking street, okay?
All I'm saying is,
And the number's been called 100 times. You gotta work
all
number. If you go ahead. No. You go ahead and you fucking find a fucking phone and you call. And find out what the fuck is going on. If they pick up.
And then Charlie's gonna be like, okay, the one time I called, they picked up. You said you called 100 times and they didn't pick up. Liar.
But obviously not, it's not a working number. You find another phone and you will call. Whatever setup this bullshit is, if somebody's trying to fish for fucking some shit and just fucking going on me or whatever,
Okay.
somebody fucking missing to everything.
okay, well, there's nothing that they can listen to whatever conversation they want. I'll call from the office, and then from there, I'll call you.
Exactly.
That's all.
She says, for all you know, fucking somebody's already fucking listening to everything. Charlie says, okay, well, there's nothing. They can listen to whatever conversations they want. I'll call from the office, and then from there, I'll call the FBI.
All right, let me know then.
Okay, it's billing.
Oh, man. She hangs up on him. I love how she pulls this reverse shit on him. Oh, man. Charlie acts like he's so alpha, when in fact, when it comes to a screaming woman, damn, he ain't got a chance. Especially if it's a screaming Filipino.
If you need your amplification device or your headphones, please wear them. It's very important that you are able to follow all of the evidence as it takes place during the trial.
Oh, Donna, are you not wearing your headphones because you lied to the judge by pretending that you had really bad hearing? So this whole shtick about the bad hearing thing, I mean, I don't know. I thought she was telling the truth, but it went as far back as all the pre-trial stuff while she was incarcerated, that she had bad hearing, that she needs to get her ears clean. And she would get yelled up at the jail guards for, accusing her of not listening when in fact she just couldn't hear because her ear canals are so dirty. She needs like a specialist to clean her ears. And that's why she needed to transfer to, oh no, what she was asking for was she wanted to basically be jailed at home. She said it'd be more comfortable, that she's old. There's a lot of issues with her being at the jail, lots of stuff. And so she was trying to ask the judge that, oh, hey, can I just just wear like the little ankle thing and then just be at home instead? So I wonder if she really doesn't need the headphones. And that's why the judge keeps reminding her to put on the headphones, because now he's punishing her. He's like, hey, you said you need the headphones. I'm gonna make sure you're wearing the headphones all the time, every time. So later on, you don't complain and say, oh, I couldn't hear. So Charlie's like, you know what? I'm just gonna handle this myself. I'm gonna star 67 so they can't find out which phone number I'm calling from.
The number there, it said, was it 712-6570?
Yeah, that's the 305. Okay, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to call them and star 67 my number. Okay? And I'm going to, this is what I have a strong feeling what I think it is. Okay? I think it may be either some private investigator, or I think it's the FBI, or somebody just trying to fish around and stir the pot and see how.
Charlie's finally right. He is finally right. He's calling his mom. He's going to call the number himself. He says that it's either a private investigator or FBI just trying to fish around and stir the fucking pot.
Hello? Hola, Lita. Hello, Lita. Who's it? Who's this? Someone's been calling my family and trying to figure out who this is. Well, in reference to what now? Somebody in a Sandy call? Yeah, that's me now. What's going on? Well, what's going on is my brother's doctor. Okay, my brother's doctor has not been taken care of. His family's not been taken care of. I talked to the plaintiff's doctor. Why are you calling me? Who are you? I gave the number to a lady.
He tells Charlie, well, this ain't going away, my friend, because let me tell you something. I was at Broward with Tato. I think Broward is, I don't know, jail or prison. He told me the whole story. He told me nobody has taken care of him. Nobody has taken care of his family. The family was taken care of. Katie and Tuto has not been taken care of. Wait, what? The family has taken care of Katie and Tuto, and nothing has been taken care of with Tato. So we know what's going on. And Tato needs to be taken care of. Do the right thing. The lady already has the paperwork. She knows what I'm talking about.
Let me look at no more fucking around, man. No more fucking around. This ain't going away. You guys need to do the right thing for that.
Doesn't Charlie sound like a little bitch on this phone call? What happened to big old egotistical Charlie, huh? Who was talking so much shit. Guys, there's no more fucking around, man. No more fucking around. This ain't going away. Tato, you guys need to do the right thing for Tato. That's my brother, man. That's my brother. He needs to be taken care of.
I've never met these people, but let me call you back, okay?
If you never met these people, Charlie, why are you going to call him back? Why? It's like, oh, I don't know who these people are, but I'll call you back. So Charlie's going to call Katie, talk about this whole thing, talk about what happened, and Katie, she's going to call Garcia.
I called the number. It rang like 7 or 8 times, and then somebody picked up. And it sounded like he goes, who is this? And I said, I'm returning the call. And he's like, what is this in reference to? So the guy that called my office this morning said, no, this is Simon. So I said, someone by the name of Simon placed the call this morning.
It was a Simon, not a Sammy. Simon sounds less scarier, y'all.
I go, what's this about? He's like, who are you? I go, that's not important. Well, what do you need? He's like, okay, do the right thing. Would you do the right thing? Do the right thing. You sound like a fucking cop or that's or investigator or someone's playing games. The only thing I want to do is collect my reward from the FBI.
Of course, no. I want these people to go. I don't want these people to go jail for like a freaking grand.
You know what kind of vacation I could get with that money?
Dude, now they're just like, this is so dumb. He says, the only thing I wanted to do is collect my reward for the FBI if I knew who it is. I think Charlie has a very strong inkling that it's definitely law enforcement. And he's just trying to figure out how to dig himself out of this because he probably thinks that the phone calls are definitely wiretap at this point. So he's going to give the best performance of his life when he calls Catherine McBanois and say, I don't know these people, man. I don't know what's going on. Man, I want to collect the reward money. You know how much I can do with all that money?
Exactly. Let me go to the line.
I'll talk to you later. Call me later.
All right.
Who is the first person McBanois contacts after this call with Charlie Adelson?
Sigfredo Garcia.
All right, and Charlie Adelson says the word Tuto on this call, right?
He does.
Tuto, we've learned throughout the course of this trial, is a nickname for Sigfredo Garcia.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any evidence that Charlie did know who Tuto was before this call?
Yes, ma'am, there was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he had referenced Tuto in the text messages before.
There were text messages where he referenced him. Yes, by
knowing
name.
that was Catherine McBanois' child's father.
That's correct.
Yep.
Okay.
So, but they said do the right thing. His name is supposedly Simon. They're a brother of the person that's incarcerated, and they said that name. And I was like, no, this needs to stop. Like, this needs to stop because somebody's harassing me, someone's harassing your family, and they're putting my name and that other person's name. It's getting too detailed. It's somebody that you know for sure.
And they're putting my name and then I'll need to end that with other person's name. It's getting too detailed. It's somebody that, for sure.
All right, did you get the information? Where do you want to do it?
Get the phone number.
Your number, just give me our numbers.
No. 305-712-6570. They picked up. Because I was getting tired of it. I don't know what's happening over there.
712-6570.
Oh, yeah. So that's what it is. Garcia is the one who's supposed to call the number. He's lying to Katie, saying that he tried calling the number, but it didn't work, when in fact he never called the number. Katie's pretending she called the number, but she did not call the number. She was relying on what Garcia told her. And then she was relaying that to Charlie.
No. 305-712-6570.
That's what I said.
Fuck, this is Instagram. There's obviously no somebody. They're putting my name, they're putting your name, they're putting and they're calling.
So here we've got Sigfredo Garcia, the
It's so fun to see them panic.
shooter, suggesting calling the cops. Anybody do it?
No, they did not.
Okay.
He says, all right, so I'm talking Puerto Rican. I don't know who the fuck. I'm trying to call him again, bro. Katie says, okay. Garcia says, I need to get this fucking, I'm going to call unintelligible. I'm calling from my fucking phone, unintelligible. Garcia says, I don't know, man. I don't know. It sounds like a fucking, this message sounds like a what? New Yorkian N-word? What does that mean?
Remember that other one?
Oh, New York, like New Yorkian. Okay.
Speaking to someone?
No. Sounds like the message sounds like I knew you were reaching to the.
Yes.
Dude, he's fucking lying. He says he's busy. It's on the answering machine. Call me back. And Katie's like, that's what the answering machine said? Oh, dude. I like how everyone's just lying to each other at this point.
I'm busy. Actually, she called me back. Like what?
That's what answering machine said?
Yeah. That's what it says. I swear to God.
This is so funny. So he calls. I guess there's an answering machine, so he leaves a voice message. Or he hangs up. I don't know.
All right, so we do have one hang-up call to the undercover around this time, right?
We do.
Okay, and did the person leave a message?
No, he did not.
Was it a known number that called?
No, it was not.
786 number?
Oh, okay. So Garcia did call. All right.
Correct.
After the
All right,
fact.
and then we have the next contact here, LL, between Charlie Adelson and Catherine McBanoa. Is that same day?
That's correct. Same day at
Charlie says, and like the answering machine, there's something in the answering machine now. Like, what the fuck? Like some ghetto guy, like talking on the answering machine and said one of the names you said. Like, I don't understand the joke. I don't get it. Charlie says, so it was just an answering machine? No one spoke to you? Oh, I think that's wrong. I think it's supposed to be Katie saying that to Charlie. She says, like, I would have to find out something, you know? And it was like they said, I don't know if they said their name was whatever, Tuto or Tato or whatever shit they said on the answering machine all of a sudden. Now it has an answering machine, like a voicemail, I mean. Katie's like, the last thing I need is someone crank calling me.
That's not an issue because, you don't just go for any people filling out needs.
They're saying that I'm helping a Katie, or not me, but my family's helping a Katie and her family and some other guy that's maybe able to T.
Charlie says, they're saying that I'm helping, or not me, but my family's helping Katie and her family and some other guy that's name beginning with a T. And I'm like, dude, I've never met any of these people. And he goes, well, you're not, but the family has been, and they've been helping them out, her and her family and this other.
He didn't tell you.
This is a wrong example. Like, what is that?
Charlie says, listen, that's like me calling someone and being like, yeah, I know you killed JFK. You need to pay me, okay? So, Katie, that is the wrong example. Like, what does that have to do with anything? I don't get it. You always use examples and like, I don't get it. Is she finally telling Charlie the fucking truth? Charlie, shut the fuck up with your analogies. They're fucking stupid. Charlie says, well, because JFK died in 1963 and you weren't born then. My point is, I had nothing to do with any of this craziness. I want to know who my family owes some money because I'm going to go to that person and say, what's going on? That's why I think at this point, everyone's just fucking losing it. Katie does not have the patience to deal with Charlie's ranting, his fucking...
If they weren't talking about you, some other guy was, his name goes by T, like everyone goes by T, but whatever.
Katie, if they weren't talking about you and somebody's other guy who goes by the name T, seems like everybody goes by T these days, but whatever, the guy's other name was, he said it so quickly, I don't even remember, but he wasn't talking about you, your name, and then some other guy's name that begins with the T. Katie, but you're just saying too much now. I don't even know what the fuck you're saying.
His other name is, he said it so quick, I don't remember. But he wasn't talking about.
Now, I don't even know what the fuck you're saying.
That's what I'm repeating to you what the guy said.
I know I did it the first time,
But that's the only reason. I don't
it's something repetitive and like it's nonsense.
The only reason I called you was because this guy.
So Katie's annoyed that Charlie is just looping right now. She's like, it's repetitive, it's nonsense.
Next, we have a text message.
Yes, text message from Fredo Garcia to Catherine McBanoa.
Okay, and that's labeled MM. What is the content of MM?
He says, I called 3 times, no answer, and I did not leave a message.
Is there any evidence that anyone called 3 times to the undercover phone?
No, there's not.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey. Call my number 3 times. The first time, like, on, the message, like, Spanish.
Oh, dude. I guess so much wrong information is flowing because at one end, someone's lying. The other person is pretending like she was the one that called. And then when she's relaying the message to Charlie, it's just all bullshit. Katie says, hey, I called that number 3 times. The first time he left the message in Spanish. And then for some reason, like the voicemail says puto. You know what puto is, right? Like bitch. Oh, like this is puto. Why would they have that as your voice message? Katie says, but they don't pick up. So now somebody's either spooked because of what the fuck is going on or I don't know. Katie says, like other things are running in my head because I'm like with the names that you're saying, I'm like, maybe it's like somebody's trying to like be like, you know, trying to be an informant or something or whatever. Like, you know, like there's so many things like that going on. Charlie, Yeah, and I'm thinking the same thing too. Someone is playing.
All right, then the next call we have is 00. Can you set that one up for us, please?
This is Charles Adelson to Donna Adelson at 9:47 p.m. that same date on the 28th.
So, what happened this afternoon?
Donna asks, so what happened this afternoon? Anything you think? Charlie says, no, but I did. I'd rather not talk to you on the phone. Georgia said this was a very long phone call. Hang up the phone then. Why are we still talking on the phone? Damn.
Okay, but I'll tell you.
Somebody's married 6 times, has 10 kids, and 34 grandchildren. Wow. Charlie says, so anyway, but I'll tell you when I see you, but it's nothing. Donna's like, yeah. Charlie's like, nothing new. Donna says, nothing new. Charlie says, I'll tell you when I see you. Donna's like, yeah, we'll talk later. Charlie says, but I will tell you one thing. Charlie, shut the fuck up. Donna says, Charlie says, I'm about 99% sure. Donna says that it's what you thought originally, that it's what you told me earlier. Charlie says, yeah, I'm 90% sure that's what it is. And I'll tell you why. The number one reason is this: too well spoken. Donna says, yeah, the language. Charlie says, no threats. You got to take care of so-and-so. You got to take care of the family. I go, no one's taking care of anybody. And I said, he left it with me with do the right thing. Donna's like, Charlie's like, that's not language. Donna says, no, I know. Charlie, that's when someone says do the right thing. And I'm going to tell you something. The thing about a high school, a high school fight or a high school threat, somebody says, I'm going to kick your ass after school. Donna says, Charlie says, I mean, just that simple. I mean, listen, that's just how people talk. Your dog shits on the carpeting, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to beat your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I even talked to that about Ben. I'm like, you need to smack his ass. Like, the way he hears the threat, did you notice the one thing missing from everything? Never once was there a threat. Do you notice the one, Mom, that's the most, I mean, even if you don't mean it. I'd say to Ben, I'm going to kick your ass if you hit me again. Do you know what I'm saying? Donna says, sure. I don't know if Donna knows what he's saying. Charlie says, why? That's not accidental, because that's the first thing you tell someone. I'm gonna beat your ass, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna break your legs, or I'm gonna do this. Like, do you notice not one time there's been a threat, even an implied threat, like your health or anything like that?
Like your health or your anything like that. But no, about the other thing, I am so sure.
Oh, he's gonna keep on talking. But you know what about the other thing? I am so sure that it's that, and it makes complete sense. Giving the couple of things, one, the timeline. Donna says, that's what I thought of too. Charlie says, 2 years later? Donna says, Charlie says, I mean, you have to understand. They want, and listen, if I had any information, I would talk. I would help out. I don't have anything. But you got to understand, without a question, I would be beyond shocked if the family doesn't hire their own private investigators. Oh, so they think that this is orchestrated by Ruth and Phil Markel. They hired a private investigator to go after the Adelson family. Nice. Donna says, yeah. Charlie says, okay, I would be beyond shock, but really, what are they going to do? They have to, they're not going to be able to knock on the door and go, hey, did you do this? Oh, okay. Just let us stop by and ask. They had to come up with a plan that's going to stir the pot so that if there is something going on, and what are they looking into to achieve? What are they looking to? You've got to say to yourself. That's Phil Markel, by the way.
Sort of hot, so that if there is something going on, what are they looking to achieve? What are they looking to? You got to say to yourself, what are they looking to get out of doing this nonsense?
Charlie. So this is not someone who's dumb. This is someone who's super smart. They know. Listen, a lot of the times, this is what goes on if somebody comes, But it's real odd But it's real odd that it's a year. The amount of time that has passed is insane.
I think that it's somebody playing games and fishing, because it's the same guy. It's not, and the person's doing an awful bad job of hiding who they are. You have to remember something too. Somebody's going to do something. When they come to you, they're going to come to you with hat glass. They don't want you to do that. The whole thing that I told you before, it doesn't have to, if you look at, there's 15 different things from the language, the fact that there's no threats, the fact that the person's using devices that they can easily be traced to, the fact that the person's language, the last thing they said to me was do the right thing. That is that's to do the right thing. What is this, like a state school speech?
It seems like the Adelson family were in pretty good mood after this. It seems like the Adelson family thought it was better if it was just a PI that was just investigating this. And it seems like, Charlie's like in a really chipper mood. He keeps calling Katie and talking about offering a birthday present for Garcia. Now, remember, Garcia probably doesn't really like Charlie because Katie was seeing Charlie and Garcia at the same time. And Charlie's like trying to get Garcia, to accept a gift for the birthday. He keeps talking about how it's like a gift card. Yeah, it's like really big. It's a large amount, and offering Katie a Range Rover, offering Katie, like he talks about how he gave her a concert ticket, how he offered her a limo. So at this point, law enforcement, they're like, okay, we need to make sure that we take it a step further. So what they do is they send Donna Adelson a text message. This is what it says. So you don't take me seriously. You think I'm playing? You have some puta calling me to see if I'm for real? If you think what Katie baby daddy did to you can't come back to you, you're fucking crazy. Money now or I'm going to go after the 100K. So at this point, we have some specifics now. We have the name Katie drop, baby daddy name drop. We have 100K, which is the amount that was paid to the hitman. I feel like at this point, they should be sweating bullets. And Donna, Donna is like a little more careful now with how she talks to Charlie on the phone.
Did you open it?
No, I didn't.
Then you open it and get on.
Oh, why? But what is in there?
There was a gift card.
He talks about how there's like a Range Rover, I guess. I'm happy to trade it with you. The only thing is that if the range is like when that thing breaks, it's going to be like $3,000, $4,000. She's like, no, I don't want it.
Where is it? Like $3,000, $4,000.
No, I already had my heart set on.
She says she wants an Escalade. It's expensive, I think.
Is Charlie Adelson friendly with Catherine Magbanua?
Yes, very.
And also friendly towards Sigfredo Garcia,
Yes, he was.
indicating he's got a birthday gift that he's procured for Garcia.
That's correct.
And offering Magbanua a Range Rover.
Yes.
Okay. Well, would it be okay if you told him for mayor? Or do you think that's a bad idea?
I don't know.
Well, take a look and then you can tell me. Something about one thing. There's a very nice gift card in there.
Okay.
I try to
You're
think.
fucking weirdo.
I don't know.
What should be like a fucking $20 gift card to like Cheesecake Factory or something? It's a very nice gift card in there. Yeah. She says she's got to go back to work. And he's like, well, you're just throwing coconut water on your tits. Go back to work. Katie's like, on my tits? Charlie's like, isn't that what you said? Katie's like, huh? Charlie's like, yes. Katie's like, what? What did you say about my tits? Charlie says, I thought you said you spilled coconut water on your tits. Katie says, I spilled it everywhere in my food. Charlie's just thinking about them titties, man. Katie says, God, stop thinking about my tits. And then she calls him a fucking weirdo. Thank you. Now we're finally calling him a fucking weirdo. Thank you.
All right, don't forget to look it up.
Oh my god.
Can we publish TT, please?
Titties.
Let me start at 4:55 on this one.
All right, who's this? Katie and Charlie?
I got he's got the drugs. He's fine. Let him get started on it. And it is. If you don't think it causes anything, you can tell him it was from me. When you open up the present.
Okay.
Remember the person
You
who said.
scaring me. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm gonna open it out before. I don't know. Because you're scaring me.
Was it in your car or is it in your house?
It's in my mouth. But like I did it.
Well, go fucking look what's in there. And tell
So she still doesn't want to open this gift. I feel like, what is she scared of?
me if it's okay for a birthday present.
Okay.
All right?
Where's my birthday present?
You get nothing. All right, I'll talk to you later. Dude, I got you tickets to the concert.
I know. Thank you. I thought to thank you.
Where's my birthday? It's not your birthday today.
So Katie's like, where's my gift?
So is everything else okay?
Yeah.
And it's pretty just saying this.
Just saying.
Yeah, I figured it'd be, this.
All right, Charlie's asking, so is everything else okay? Donna says, yeah. Charlie says, like, it is, or you're just saying it is? Donna, just saying. Charlie, yeah, I figured. Yeah. Donna, yeah. Charlie, did you see someone today, or was it Donna? No, it's different, but I'll see you on Sunday. We'll talk. Charlie, you want to come down and see me tonight? Donna, no. Charlie, was it bad, or was it? Donna, no. I'll just tell you. I'll see you Sunday and fill you in for. Oh no! This is after the text message to Donna's phone with the more details.
I know, because I can kind of talk to you, but like, you know, when I talk to you and you're not giving like appropriate responses, like my stories, it just seems like this other like.
Charlie says, you know, it's kind of like when I talk to you, but like, you know, I talk to you and you're not giving appropriate responses to like my stories because your stories are so fucking long, dude. You're just like yapping away, putting words together.
Did someone bother Wendy?
There's like no substance in your conversations. A lot of just fluff.
Not yet.
What do you think they will?
Why?
He says, did someone bother Wendy? Donna says, not yet. Charlie says, but you think they will? Donna says, oh, I don't know. Charlie says, well, Donna says, I'll talk to you Sunday. We'll talk. Charlie says, well, I think it's important that you see me before Sunday. Dude, Charlie is the talker. Donna's like, I don't want to talk about this over the phone. Shut the fuck up. Charlie's like, tell me more.
I think it's just better that things get into the club early.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't just call and let me know.
Just reason. Let me talk to you tomorrow. You figure out your schedule. We're free until, until we have to pick up the kids.
Has the meeting already occurred at the Adelsons condo?
Yes, ma'am, it happened.
Okay, I'm sorry, I had that out of order. When did that happen?
That happened after he made the call saying he was coming over the bridge.
Okay.
Happened right after that.
At that meeting, was there any surveillance effort made?
Yes, we tried to go and get close and do a recording.
Where did they go?
They were in a pool area inside the building, like a private area for residents only.
All right, so were you able to capture any of the recorded conversation? Were you able to record any of the conversation?
No, the three of them were in a corner by themselves and we couldn't get close to them.
Who's the three of them?
Harvey Adelson, Donna Adelson, and Charlie Adelson.
Oh, Harvey was there too.
Okay, so now this has been reported to Magdalena, and she's about to get more information about what the text said. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, I'm sorry. Please resume the call.
Like the person said, so you don't take me serious. And you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, the person said, so you don't take me serious, and you have some puta calling me up, Katie's baby daddy. So.
The kid in the background. Are you having fun?
And then it was like, so you don't know, or something. Then there was something about it before you. And there was something about like you don't respect what was done for you or something like.
You don't respect?
Or you don't. No, you don't. It was like. It was like 20 words. You first started off with, so you don't think I'm serious. And then it was, you have something
He's on the phone.
Okay.
Go, tell me.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
so you don't take me serious, and you have some puta call me up, Katie's baby daddy. You don't appreciate what was done for you or something like that. And then that was it. That was it. It just ended.
Right.
But it came from that same number. The person didn't block the number they're texting from.
Yeah, no, we already got to that. We got to that.
Yeah.
Point, right? I got you.
So don't.
So Katie's tone is changing a lot because Charlie likes to repeat things and Katie's like, stop repeating yourself. We already got that. Okay, move on to the next subject.
He referenced the only person's name he referenced in the text was Katie's baby daddy.
Oh, does he think Katie's involved in this?
So.
Everybody has a baby daddy.
Yeah. And,
Katie's like, how many kitties do you know that have a baby daddy? She's like, yeah, like everyone I know has a baby daddy. And as this call progresses, you can tell she's becoming increasingly annoyed of Charlie and having very little patience about this.
Nobody can protect somebody all the time. If it's a 1% chance that it is a bad guy,
who did something that, you know, I learned about my dad's safety going to an office where.
No, I hate you, bro. You don't gotta like.
That's what.
Walk out of me, like, sure,
So-
like, no.
Yeah, I know. That's what,
Right?
you know.
And whoever it is, if they're references to me, you don't think I'm fair?
Yeah.
Katie says, if it comes to much more, I'll be like, damn, is it the feds? Like, what is going on? Charlie says, and then if they do, they're throwing a lot of information out there. I don't know. So that's, which is crazy. The question is, where did they get it from? And why don't they just go collect the reward, whoever has that information?
All right. We're saying the same thing, we're kind of reviewing, and it's just, it's getting to the point where it's like,
So they'll do anything. I just don't,
Katie calls them out for being repetitive. It's the same thing. And it's getting to the point where it's like she gets cut off. Katie says, all right, like I try to remember so many. It's so hard because you throw in so many other details behind it that it's like when I have to think about it in my head, like I'm all over the place because you just talk so much of what's not necessary. Charlie says, no, I know. I always do that. I always go off tangents and shit. I just listen. You're just my friend. That's the only reason why I'm going to you. Katie says, I know. And it's pissing me off because it's like, I don't even know. Like, you know, I'm me. I'm trying to help you out and figure out like what the hell is going on. So I don't. Charlie says, I wish you knew what was going on. There's a lot of fucking crazy people out there. So I think at this point, Katie's like, fuck, man, I think this whole thing is bugged. Let me just act like I don't know what's going on and I'm just helping Charlie out as a friend. Here's what Katie did. Katie traded in her kids for this. That's what she did. Traded her kids in.
She texts Sigfredo Garcia.
And did she ask him to call her?
Yes,
Does that call occur?
it does.
Katie calls Garcia and was like, hey, you remember that one time I like told you to like do me a favor for like my friend's like family, you know? So he sent a text message to the mom and like, how did they know your voice? Because they do reference Katie's baby daddy. So she's wondering, how does the person know Sigfredo's voice, Garcia's voice? And Garcia's probably wondering the same thing. I think at this point, they're probably thinking maybe it's Rivera that's involved into this or like a family member of theirs. What's so funny is how did somebody know your voice or even if they're talking about you? Oh, true. True.
And, that you want to please live on free or something, and this is not gonna stop.
Take a minute. Okay, hear me out for 1 second. Talk to Dad a lot, and just figure it out together. Don't just rush, you know. But I think what we talked about is that safe. Okay.
Charlie says, hear me out for 1 second. Talk to Dad a lot and just put your heads together. Don't rush, you know. But I think what we talked about is the best thing. Donna says, okay. Charlie says, I mean, look, like, think it through some more. I mean, listen, it's not.
I mean, look, but think it through some more. I mean, listen, it's not. It doesn't have to be tonight, sir. What?
Donna says it doesn't have to be tonight then. Oh, this is when they're going to have Donna call and say she doesn't know anything.
You don't think it has to be tonight? In my opinion, I think the sooner the better. But I would be firm. Yeah.
This one's a little garbled, but is the gist of it that Donna Adelson is going to call the undercover number?
That's correct.
This is Mrs. Adelson. Is this Sammy? Okay. My grandchildren had my phone before, so
The new Adelson?
I'm Mrs. Adelson.
Yes.
My grandchildren had my phone before, so that's when I just saw that you called.
Oh, okay.
Your grandchildren had your phone for what? A week? That's why you couldn't call? They like stole your phone? You know what? Someone came earlier and was asking to check under the bus to see who else is underneath there. The grandchildren are finally there, okay? She's blamed everyone so far. Here goes the grandchildren.
You left a message on my voicemail.
Right, I did.
No.
This is my problem. You approached me on Alton Road. You handed me an article from the newspaper about my ex-son-in-law. You told me I need to call you and help your friend who is in prison. Now, at the time you did that, I didn't understand what you were talking about. I didn't call you back. Then you mailed me a threatening letter. Then you send me a text message to my phone that says I'm not taking you seriously. So I am taking you seriously. And I really want you to listen to me. I have to tell you, I mean, this is important. I have been so stressed out.
Do you know what's important about this phone call? This phone call is going to show just how good of an actress Donna is. Because you know what? She is convincing in this phone call. If I was on the receiving end, I'd be like, oh, fuck, dude. I blackmailed the wrong person. I'm like torturing this grandmother. She doesn't know anything. I feel bad. Fuck. I would feel really bad. This jury has seen all the calls between her and Charlie, and then, of course, with Katie and the Garcia guy. And they know that Donna knows something. Something's up. Something's bothering her. So the fact that she is playing an actress right now, I think it's going to show the jury that, like, when she testifies, be careful. She's a really good actress. I think she's probably one of the best that I've seen in any trial so far.
I want you to listen to me. I have to tell you, I mean, this is important. I have been so stressed out. I have spoken to 10 or 12 people who are close friends of mine, telling them about this and basically picking their brains and asking them what I should do, because I don't know your friend who is in jail. You mentioned a name. I don't even know his name. I never spoke to him. I don't know what he looks like. I've never met him. I'm sorry your friend's in jail, but I don't know.
Like, she's so good at this. Like, she's got the emotions pinned down. She's got the pauses, you know, the way that she's talking to him. Like, it's so good.
What that has to do with me.
You know exactly what it has to do with. You know exactly what. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me. Listen to me. You just got to listen to me.
You need to ask your friend who this person looks like, what their name is, something, because I know there's a big reward out there, and if you need money for your friends, that's the way to get it. I mean, I'm asking you nice. That's what
just like I told you. Listen to me. Just like I told you that day, we know that your family had a problem up north. We know that problem was taken care of about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and we know that Katie has been taken care of. And has been taken care of. Now my brother in jail, we were in Broward together. He told me the whole thing, and he hasn't been taken care of. You know. Now, all that's being asked for is $5K. That's all we're asking for is for $5K.
Yeah, it's just $5K, bitch. Give me the $5K. Damn.
And he told me everything, and I know everything. I know who's involved. I know everything, and I'll get the $100K for myself.
The issue is that this undercover agent is too well spoken.
All I ask is to send the $5K. Everybody knows.
He sounds like a nice guy. Honestly, he sounds like a nice guy.
What's going on?
I don't, you're saying everyone knows. I know I lost my ex-son-in-law. I did not have anything to do with it. That's why I said, ask him what. That's what my brother Tato told me. He told me everything when we were in jail. I have had a year of aggravation, a year and a half of aggravation over this. My daughter, my grandchildren. It is not me.
Donna has her headphones off again. Yeah, she doesn't need it. Her saying that she has bad hearing, she probably lied to the judge.
I mean, if you want the money, you should get it from the police. They can give you a whole lot more than you're asking me for money for someone. I can't do this. I have had too much stress and too much aggravation from this, and I don't know what you are talking about. I just don't know. I just don't know.
Good. I think you should talk to Katie. Talk to people that are involved in this. You'll know. You know what's going on.
I do not know.
God, she's such a good actress.
That's why I'm.
You tell me. Just do it and get it to me. Do it and get it to me.
I'll call you
Bye.
back.
Did she call back?
No, she did not.
Did she call the police?
No, she did not.
Do she and Charlie discuss, I guess she shares this recording with him, and they have further conversations about this call that she made?
Yes, they do.
And they're, at that point, 100% that the bump is the police, right?
That's what Charlie tells her, yes.
Let me ask you a question. Any more nonsense from the patient?
Yeah, that's why, those things don't get aggravating. That's why I love that bothers me.
Was it bad?
Oh, no.
It was bad. It was bad. Ma'am, it was horrible. Charlie says, let me ask you a question. Any more nonsense from the patients? Donna's like, yeah, that's why, these things are always aggravating, but I try not to let that bother me.
You talked to the patient for 8 minutes?
Yeah.
And they were nice?
Well, not really. No.
Did they
Did
they give any threats or anything? Or?
No.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
He says, were they nice? She says, no. He's like, that's interesting. Let me ask you, did they give any threats or anything? She says, no. I mean, he kind of did. She's like, oh, that's interesting. Donna says, yeah, I thought it was very interesting, but I definitely want you to know. I'll tell you about the patient tomorrow, but I wanted to let you know. I wanted to make sure that I got stuff to you. So is that too early for you?
Adelson, do you need your headphones or your amplifier to hear the evidence clearly?
Thank you, Judge. Call her out. Call her out.
You may continue.
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good. I'm on a boat.
Are you with it?
I'm with a bunch of people that I got a new TV that to listen to. Next time I see you.
Okay.
So it's interesting, but it's 100%. 100%.
How many what?
Drop. It's 100% record break. And if you want to drop the mic,
Oh, yeah?
yeah, if you want to play when you're just cruising along and you see a Disney.
He says he's got a new CD that you should listen to. So it's interesting, but it's 100%. 100%. She says, 100% what? Charlie, indiscernible. It's 100% record breaker. Makes you want to drop the mic. Dude, he's so fucking stupid. Kind of shit you want to play on your, when you're cruising along. You see a Vietnamese pot-belly pig walking down the street. Katie says, is it long? Is it a long tape? Charlie, it's like the track is over 4 or 5 minutes.
It's the track is over.
How about you use a tape?
The track's long.
I mean, you're old school,
I know. It's just like a long single over 5 minutes long.
Oh, wow.
Well,
She says, I thought it was just a tape. He's like, oh yeah, the tape's long. She's like, I mean, you're old school, Charlie's like, yeah, I know. It's just like a long single over 5 minutes long. I don't know if she even knows what the fuck he's talking about. This is way too coded. Charlie says, oh my God, I didn't even tell you. One of my friends got the cutest pot-belly pig. Katie's like, has the cutest what? Charlie's like, pot-belly pig. She's like, pot-belly pig? He's like, yeah. You know what a pig is? She's like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, got the cutest pot-belly pig. Anyway, she's like, that's not good. Charlie's like, I know. I like dogs, not pigs.
okay. I don't as long as they're housebroken, they're not that.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if McVanowa was picking up what he was putting down, but what is a pig?
I don't think so. I don't think Katie was understanding what the fuck Charlie was talking about. I think she literally thought that his friend got like a pot-belly pig. I don't think she was tying it to police.
Pig is
She sounded so confused.
slang term for police officer.
Right. And so Mrs. Adelson called your bluff, didn't she?
Yes,
All right. And was this pretty much the end of the wire operation?
it was.
Charlie, I have to tell you that Dad was telling me about the case, and we feel so much better about how it's working out. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Like the patient? I can't even begin to tell you. Why? Why is she happy?
Charlie, I have to tell you that Dad is telling me about that case, and we both feel so much better about how it's working out.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, the patient.
I can't even begin to tell you.
Oh,
Yeah.
you and me both. The patient is getting so, once you know how these patients act, they're so cool.
Right. So cool.
Oh my God, I couldn't, you don't understand, I couldn't be happier.
She says, I couldn't begin to tell you. Charlie, oh, you and me both. The patient is being so, once you know how these patients act, they're so cooperative. She's like, right, so cooperative. Charlie, oh my God, you don't understand. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. Donna, yeah. Charlie, because, if they go to the board of dentistry, Donna, right. Charlie, if they go ahead and just, are upfront about everything, you got nothing to worry about. Donna says, exactly.
Dad told me that yesterday.
Oh, you're not even, you understand, not even
Not a question. Yeah.
Not sure what's going on here. He says not 1,000%, but 10,000%. Donna, Dad told me that yesterday, and I have to tell you, Charlie, Mom, not even you don't understand. Not even Donna. Not a question. Charlie, yeah, like not even like, oh, I know. Indiscernible. The fact that they were so nice about everything.
Not even like, no, gladly, like, they were so nice about everything. Right. Just makes you feel so much better.
Sure. Oh my God.
No, there's no.
Charlie says they're really nice. I don't think that they're going to the Board of Dentistry, and they turn out to be really nice.
Turned out to be really, really nice.
Yeah, I was really glad to hear that. That made a huge difference. I was really worried. Now I slept so that's nice.
Mom, I don't.
Donna says she slept well last night. These people.
Yeah, whatever. I have a question about Kevin Barnes.
Charlie says, and then Dad told you what? Donna says everything. Charlie says, what I told him to ask for, if it ever comes an issue. Donna, yeah, he went over everything in detail. And now that Charlie says, and that's it. Charlie says, crisis averted. Donna, what, honey? Charlie, crisis. Donna, crisis averted. Charlie, yeah. Donna, I hope so. Charlie, but I got to tell you, you can't, Mom, you cannot, now that you know what it is, you cannot get upset. You cannot let patients bother you. How is this good in any way?
How did they react to that?
They seem pretty happy about it.
Really happy about it.
Yeah.
Sustained. Members of the jury are to disregard the last answer.
And was it the gist of how you got made that the undercover wasn't nasty enough?
Right.
It's not done like that. You got to have a beard and hat and glasses, and you got to make threats and all that kind of thing, right?
Correct.
And after you came off the wire, was there a time when law enforcement went into the Adelson Institute?
There was.
Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, myself and my partner, Investigator Ice with TPD, went into the Adelson Institute with a subpoena requesting Catherine McManus' employment records. And we began speaking with the front desk.
Right. Was Catherine McManus there working?
No, she was not.
Did you ever uncover any evidence of McManus working for that business?
No, the only thing they ever provided us was basically a list of the checks that we already knew about.
So they go into the office, they give them a subpoena to get, records of Catherine McManus working at the office. And the worker that's there is like, who? Katie, who? Working here? What? So she goes in the back, pretending to get some paperwork. And she actually calls Charlie's like, hey, the feds are here. They want me to give them paperwork about someone named Katie McManus that works here. And so at this point, Charlie's phone is still being wiretapped.
For what?
Does he work here?
I would do me a favor. I'm not there right now, and I'm in surgery. Well, it's not my office. It's my dad's office, so I can't give anything out.
Right.
I don't have access to it. I don't know where anything is.
Okay.
So you don't have access to anything. So
I don't know anything he is either.
yeah. So I would do this. I would not speak to anybody. But it's not my office, and it's not your office.
Right.
So you don't have records to give them, and I don't have records to give them. So I'm sure they'll be able to help them out in any way.
Hey, Charlie, dude, law enforcement's here. What the fuck do we do? He's like, technically it's not my office. I don't really work there. I work there, but I don't. But it's not your office. So you can't just it's not our office. We just can't give it to them. But don't talk to anyone. Okay, yeah. Don't talk to anyone. Are they there now? Yeah, they're here now. Oh, okay. She's like, I'm in the back. Oh, okay. Well, let me call you back. I think he's at the landline or some shit like that.
During the surveillance of Catherine McManus, did law enforcement ever observe her to physically go to the Adelson Institute?
No, we did not.
Okay. And she later admitted that she did not do anything to earn those checks that she received, right?
That's correct. She did admit that.
Okay. And in at least this call, whose office does Charlie Adelson say the Adelson Institute belongs to?
He says it's his dad's office.
And has been for a long time, right?
Correct.
Okay. And that was said on what date? June 1st of 16, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, now before we do this early breaking, I have one more thing. I want to try to circle back to the call that we had technical difficulties on. I think
What is this?
June 1st of 16 is for a long time, right?
Correct.
And that was said on what date? June 1st of 16, is that right?
Yes.
All right, now before we do this early breaking, I have one more thing. I want to try to circle back to the call that we had technical difficulties on, I think twice. So I want to go to restaurant call L.1 on State's Exhibit 99. This shortly after that, or maybe during that. Could you tell us?
Is this 1695?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's after the Matt Surrey meeting, correct, between Charlie Adelson and his father, Harvey Adelson, and this call is between Charles Adelson, Harvey, and also his mother, Donna Adelson.
All right, thank you. Publish L.1, please.
Is it finally working?
You look at it's an hour and 15 minutes there, but it's an hour and 15 minutes back to here, and it'll probably be there within 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm hoping to get to your place by 5:30.
Okay. It's, yeah, I'm thinking of maybe, maybe just a little bit later. It's not going to be late.
No, I always talk to that one. So
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Can I just ask you one thing?
Sure.
Hey, Charlie says, can I ask you one more thing? She's like, yeah, sure. He says, has there been any more drama? Donna says, no. He says, 0? She says, 0, yeah.
Yeah. Did Dad tell you what spoke to him about?
Yeah.
Did Dad tell you that I spoke to him? Did Dad tell you what I spoke to him about? Donna, yeah. I have a couple of questions. That's what I want to get a chance to see you tomorrow. Charlie, yeah, that makes sense. Donna, just to go over those cases. Charlie, makes perfect sense though, doesn't it? Donna, yes, it does. But I still have some questions and things that I think need to be addressed. But, we'll do that tomorrow.
There's so much questions and things that I think they should be addressed. But, we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I'll talk to you tomorrow. There's no rush.
Charlie says, yeah, no, I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. Donna, yeah. Charlie, I mean, there's no rush. I don't start work till Monday. Donna, okay, sounds good. Charlie, it's not like asking you tomorrow, but Donna, yeah. Charlie, I thought everything through again and again and again, and I think I'm 100% right. Donna, yeah, all right, I hope so. Charlie, or Donna, that will be, yeah.
Thought everything through. Right.
Charlie says, or 99% right because none of it makes any sense. Donna, no. Charlie, none of it makes any sense. I mean, Donna, no. Charlie, there's no Donna, I know. Charlie, I'm telling you, it's not like that. It's not, I know for a fact it is not. Donna, yeah. Charlie, it's not done like that at all. And they're approaching somebody who has nothing to do with anything.
It's not. I know, and they know it. So, listen, my feeling is that, you go to, I'll tell you.
He says he thinks it's utter nonsense. That's the best way he can describe it. Utter nonsense. I wouldn't pay it any attention. No attention at all. And she's like, let's talk about it tomorrow. He's like, okay, yeah, no, I mean, let's keep talking about it. He says, I can say it on the phone without saying it, but it's not done in such a nice manner.
Let's talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I can say it on the phone without saying it, but it's not done in such a nice manner. No, it's not done like that. It's done like that if you want someone to talk to you. Otherwise it wouldn't be done like that.
Yeah.
No, there's something, listen, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, anyway, that's what I thought.
He's trying to talk, and she's like, I'll talk to you a little about it later, okay? Shut up. He's like, yeah, it's utter nonsense. Anyway, let me keep talking. Charlie, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be awesome, and just that's supposed to go what I spoke to him about. So I'll even talk to you about it tomorrow. It makes perfect sense. Perfect sense.
He keeps talking about it. It makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. But I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. But yeah, it makes perfect sense. Yeah. Donna, just hang up the fucking phone, dude. Your son's a moron.
Oh yeah, she won't get out of the Dolphin Trinity until 5:30. She'll be sports bra, a pair of shorts, and I'll sweat. So I'll whatever. So I'm 99.999% sure she's not coming. Actually, I'm basically like 100% sure.
So go and have a good night. Get some rest. I need to go. Have fun. Okay, just be careful.
I love you, Kate.
Love you too.
Members of the jury, we are going to take our break for the evening at this point. Once again, do not discuss this case with each other or any other person. Do not seek out any information about this case. We will resume tomorrow at 8:45. Please report at that time, and we will get started with the trial once again at 9 o'clock. Agent Sanford, unfortunately for him, will still be on the stand, but the defense will have their opportunity to cross-examine at that point. Have a good evening.
Well, knowing that the defense cross-examination might be really short. For their sake, hopefully not, you know? Hopefully they got some good shit up their sleeves. Jackie wearing light pink today, Mr. Zellman in light blue. Like the colors.
Everyone can be seated. Do we have any matters to address before going into tomorrow about scheduling or anything else?
Judge, I do have a little bit more to do with Agent Sanford, but the next item related to the exhibit that the defense is reviewing still, so...
Oh, Georgia has more shit. Okay. Georgia has more shit. I guess I thought she said that she thought she was gonna be done with her witnesses today. Maybe I misheard.
I believe this is the matter that we addressed earlier, Mr. Zellman.
Oh, you're making oyakodon? It's so hard for me to make any of those type of dons, like with the egg and the rice and all that stuff. I always screw it up.
Yes, Your Honor, and Ms. Kaplan also
It sounds delicious though.
provided me with a one-page excerpt from my client's 2014 planner with some proposed redactions. We just need to have some conversation with Ms. Kaplan about the proposals. Hopefully it won't be an issue that we need to address in the
All right, bailiff shall need to have the courtroom open at 8:15 so the defense can speak with their client concerning these matters. For the state, please report at 8:40. By 8:45, once we have the jurors, we will keep moving.
Yes, sir.
That's it for this evening. Have a good night, everyone.
Oh, are they taking a long weekend? Yes, they do observe Labor Day. And then they think they'll be done by middle of next week, which I'm excited because I'm fucking tired. I'm so glad it's not a long ass trial, man. You worked up an appetite with all the Charlie's yapping. LaMail. I'm so hungry too. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go eat. I'm hungry. All right, y'all. So lots of wiretapping today. So they go into the office. They give them a subpoena to get, you know, records of Catherine McBanwa working at the office. And the worker that's there is like, who? Katie who? Working here? What? So she goes in the back, you know, pretending to get some paperwork. And she actually calls Charlie's like, hey, like, the feds are here. They want me to give them paperwork about someone named Katie McBanwa that works here. And so at this point, Charlie's phone is still being wiretapped.